Yes, people, welcome to another Chelsea live stream. 1st of June, I told you guys we'll be back with content when possible. And this is it, people. Transfer season. Me, the main guy, Sindra, will be covering all the latest Chelsea news, giving us all the news around the world and also our opinions. We want to hear your opinions as well. So make sure you guys tune in when possible. We'll try to do every day, every other day, maybe every 2 days. But the aim is to start making content again. Welcome everyone that's tuning in. It's quite early for me for once. I'm on time. I can't believe I'm on time. But yeah, we'll be discussing all the latest Chelsea news. We've got news on a new defender confirmed as soon as the manager's confirmed as well. And also Osimhen news that we need to get through as well. But listen, Sindre, welcome. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Currently a weekend and soon done with exams and summer break. So I'm good. Excited to see who we sign this summer. Of course, already one player confirmed, almost really close to being confirmed. Free transfer as well, and I think he's quite young. I think he's like 22, 23
Yes.
in that age bracket there. So a young defender with Premier League experience, of course, will also hit the homegrown criteria because we need some homegrown players in the squad.
Yep.
So it will be then interesting to see how many centre backs we then sell, because now we have now Thiago Silva is gone. We have Colwell, we have Badeshile, we have Disasi, Chalaba. So that's now we have 6 if that's confirmed. So yeah,
Very
interesting.
exciting times. Very, very exciting times. Like echo what you said now. Fabrizio Romano come out earlier today, which he sent me on TikTok as well. Exclusive. Chelsea closing in on the deal to sign Tosin, of course. Negotiations at the final stages. Newcastle have been working on the deal for weeks, but Chelsea now clear favourites, cautious until it's sealed. It's set to be the first signing for Enzo Maresca, of course, if all goes to plan. Obviously, is this our Thiago Silva replacement? Or am I looking too far ahead? Are we expecting more defenders to come and do you think?
Well, I don't really know, to be honest. I think it will be a Thiago Silva replacement just because he is Premier League proven. He is young. He is someone that we can, of course, sell. It will then, of course, be a pure profit sell if we decide to sell him in the future to bring in someone maybe better. We don't know how good his ceiling is. Apart from maybe the Fulham games, I can't really say I've watched a lot about him and know a lot about him. I think he was in the Manchester City academy. But other than that, I don't really know a lot about him. So, but yeah, it will be another defender on the books, and that's always good when we lose one defender because in Thiago Silva, because Colwell have been riddled with injuries this year, especially after I would say November, December. He struggled with injuries. We still have I forgot to mention Fofana.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yes, we still have Wesley Fofana. Hopefully, will come back and have a good season under Maresca. Still believe in that guy. He has loads of potential, even though he's missed out on a year of football. Of course, Badeshile, Disasi, Chalaba now. So we have now 6 or 7 centre backs, I believe. Of
I think
course,
I think
Malang.
that's needed as well because obviously the manager, from what I can see, will probably play three at the back. That's what I think is going to be playing three at the back.
I think we'll play 4, but like with Pochettino, what Pochettino did is invert one of the fullbacks more into the middle. So then we have maybe we are playing like a 3-7-2 or something that I've seen people say on Twitter.
Three
From
seven two. What the hell? Three
that's
seven two.
that's not even enough. That's too many players.
Including the ref. Got the ref
Yeah. Of course, the referee is always on Chelsea's side. I'm learning from Todd Bowley, playing 4-4-3. But
Oh
no, but
man.
we're playing like 3 defenders and then a lot of midfielders and attackers. But yeah,
Correct. Yeah. I
no, we're
mean,
flirting, but we will wait and see how it goes. But
yeah, I mean,
yeah,
we,
it will
we
be
won't
a
know until we see the preseason, of course. I mean,
yeah,
that's the most important thing. I mean, look, we'll get back to this topic, of course. We need to speak about one of the targets that we've been speaking for the last 2 years. Victor Osimhen,
yeah.
not on Chelsea's radar currently. Are you surprised with this?
I am a little, to be honest. Of course, now Antonio Conte is confirmed as a new Napoli coach, the new Napoli manager. Um, he, of course, loves Lukaku. He tried to sign him when he came here, when Lukaku was at Everton. Didn't work. He went to United. He then signed him at Inter. They did wonders together, won the league, and he had a really good season. Of course, we signed him from Inter because of that, and then that didn't work out. Of course, we all Chelsea fans know why the Lukaku deal to Chelsea didn't work out. And then now he's back into management and would love to link up with Lukaku and have him as the say Osimhen replacement from when Osimhen is going to leave, because I think that's almost guaranteed that he is leaving Napoli.
I'm surprised we are not linked to him at all. I'm really, really surprised.
Yeah, is he the kind of the striker, the profile of a striker we want? I don't know. I don't know how what Maresca wants and what the of course the directors are looking at, or the Paul and Stanley and yeah, them
The
people,
seniors, yeah,
yeah, who are in of course have the what's the word, they are the ones that are doing the transfers.
shouting,
So
yeah,
yeah, so I don't know what they're looking for, but yeah, I'm a bit surprised, to be honest, because of course he has said that he would love to play for Chelsea and play in the Premier League. He is a Chelsea supporter. We have, of course, a former Chelsea player talking close to Osimhen, I think,
the club.
trying to, yeah, trying to convince him to come to Chelsea. Um, of course, kind of like a secret agent working for Chelsea. So, yeah, I don't understand why we aren't linked with him, because Jackson had a wonderful season, in my opinion. 14 goals in the league. In your debut season in the league is good. None were penalties as well. So that's always good when we know we have. Of course, frustrating. He misses a lot of chances. Second highest XG in the league, and
Crazy.
second highest, I think, or yeah, he second highest expected like chances missed in terms of goals in the league, only behind Darwin Nunes. But he had a good season, in my opinion. Did well, played really well on the Pochettino, and I think he might deserve to start up front again, like be that guy now, because he has shown that he can be like, oh, of course, miss a lot of chances, but I think if he just improves in front of goal and stuff like that, he will become the man, might become the man for Chelsea in the future. So that's also why I don't think we are looking for Osimhen, because he would, of course, in my opinion, stop Jackson's um, like if from him to progress and become a better player. Osimhen might stop that, but I would
Yeah,
love Osimhen at the club. Of course, he didn't have that good of a season, I think, this year or last season in Serie A. Of course, Napoli finished 10th in the league
a
from
lot of
going.
things happened. A lot of things happened that year.
Yeah, they did kind of Chelsea. Of course, 2015, 2014, 15 Chelsea to 2015-16 Chelsea won the league. Really played really well and won the league, and then all of a sudden,
And
10th
felt,
place.
yeah, yeah. It's a bit mad. Obviously, I'm not on Twitter like that. I can just about see certain tweets like this, but in general, I'm seeing Cesc go to Arsenal or something.
Oh,
I'm,
and now also Osimhen is being Arsenal have made contact with Osimhen as well now. I've seen as
I mean,
well.
I'd rather him go. I'd rather they take. Actually, I don't know. Cesco's quite a special player as well.
Yeah, but I think Cesc is more of an unproven player, and of course with more of like what can he offer. But I think Osimhen is, of course, at the moment better because also he's older. Osimhen is, of course, 25, turning 26 in December.
Osimhen wouldn't suit Arsenal's play, so I don't know why they would sign him personally.
Yeah, like Osimhen, in my opinion, would have suited Pochettino ball really well. Like he's a counter-attacking player. Like he isn't like if there's one thing I think Jackson's better at for Chelsea than Osimhen, it is on the ball. Jackson is a lot better on the ball than Osimhen, and I think they could maybe complement each other if we played a two striker system. But from what I've seen from especially from what I've seen from Leicester, they tend to play in a 4-3-3 with one of the fullbacks inverting Dewsbury Hall. No, Harry Winks, kind of like a sole DM with Dewsbury Hall and Ndidi as two advanced midfielders.
So just sorry to cut you off. Alfred said, "Can you send the link on Twitter?" Sorry.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can do that.
Because I sent it to him on WhatsApp, but he can't join from WhatsApp. He can only join from Twitter.
Yeah, I can send it to him.
Whilst Indra does that, apologies for cutting you off. He just messaging me quite often. It's one on one. We've got Alfred coming on. We've got Wesley Michael saying we need a 9 who can finish in the box, strong and hold the ball for the layups for Palmer and then Kunku. Boniface. I mean, look, it's a tough one. It really depends on how the manager wants to set up the players. We won't know until we see preseason. I mean, look, Poch got us excited with preseason. We thought we might actually get top 4. Someone said the league. I mean, I'm not going to say who said that, but yeah. I mean, look, it was a weird season, and I feel like we need to learn from these mistakes, and hopefully, with less injuries, players leaving, players coming in, we could see this happen again. Look, I'm going to try and be positive for the new manager. I'm not against the new manager. I don't want Chelsea to fail. Okay, I'm only worried about the ambition from the owners. From what we've seen in the last 18 months, that's all I'm worried about. They spent money, 10 out of 10 from them. They spend money. They're not greedy. They're not hiding it. They're signing young players here and there, cool for the future. They're getting new managers in. So they are trying. But it's just the method that they're doing, is it correct? That is what we are questioning right now. And the manager coming in is not an issue. We will back Enzo for sure. It's just he's worked with Palmer. He knows Pep. He's been in Championship. He nearly bottled it with Leicester. And it's like, it makes us think we go one step forward with Poch. We end on a high. Let's regroup. Let's go again. Maybe there was a mutual talk that he was going to leave towards the end of the season, so they gave it their best. And now we're going back 2 steps and we're starting again. So it's very, very frustrating.
Yeah.
Also got Alfred here. Big up Alfred, man. What are you saying?
Big up.
How you going, boys?
What's the time over there?
Well,
it is 11:30 at night.
Oh, that's all right then. That's
right.
early. That's early, fam. Come on. I thought, you know what? Alfred must be awake today.
Yeah, better than the last one, which was at 2 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
How are you, boys?
Yeah, good, bro. We're just talking about no talks on Osimhen to Chelsea this summer. Are you surprised with that?
Yeah, to be honest, I am, because we've been talking about him for the last couple of seasons, and if there's anything we need right now, in my opinion, it's a stronger attack. So it would have been great, and hopefully it still somehow happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I just wanted to say, Sindre, I understand what you were saying earlier about maybe stopping Jackson's progression, but at the same time, I like to see that in-team competition players making each other want to
Yeah,
perform better.
yeah.
Fighting
I
for their place, and I think it will be very good for both of them. Like if there's only one striker in the team that's there most of the
yeah.
time, he might get too comfortable and complacent. You know.
Yeah, that's true, and also the only thing I find a little bit downside with having Osimhen and Jackson in the team is that we have then lose both our strikers then in winter when it becomes Afcon. That's the only thing I don't want with two uh, top strikers from Africa is that the Afcon is always during the season. I
Mm.
I believe so. Therefore, we will lose two attacking players in the middle of the season,
Oh,
which will
no, that's
make us
all
weird.
true.
Yeah, make us weaker. But we have of course seen that with Liverpool, for example, with both Salah and Mane. They did all right when they both went. We did okay when Drogba went. So I think we could survive it, but it's a downside with it because then we have to play maybe Nkunku or someone else. I don't know what will happen with DDF, David Datro Fofana, if he will go back out on loan or if he will be like the third choice striker if we sign another striker this season because Broja is said to be leaving as well.
Yeah.
So and he
Okay.
has, from what I've seen from Fabrizio Romano as well, he has a lot of suitors as well. So there will be he will be leaving. So I don't know what will happen with him, or who the strikers will be. If it's Nkunku, Jackson, Fofana, and Cesc, or someone else. Uh, but yeah, it's gonna be it's exciting summer. Of course, first day in June today, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. It's. I mean, Alfred. I don't know if you got a similar connection again. So I know there might be a few seconds delay. Is that right?
I'm sure. Okay, are you guys hearing me all right? Is there some
Yeah,
delay
yeah,
on
no,
your
we
end?
can hear you, but yeah, I think it's the same as last time where you got the video off, which is perfect, and we can hear you fine. I think we just have to wait 1 or 2 seconds until we hear you, which is fine. I'm just making sure it's still the same case. You're using the same internet.
Yeah,
Yeah, I am for now. Unfortunately, I'm becoming nip elf.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I was making sure. Everyone tuning in, man. Like the video. We've got 27 people tuning in. As we said at the start of the stream, 1st of June, we are back. As much content as possible, when possible.
hmm
I might
hmm
be doing it last minute, so I want to apologize to Alfred Sindri, but I'll be sending the links whenever I can or give as much notice whenever I can. Obviously, during the week, Monday to Friday, I'm at work, so it'll be more towards the late evening or 8 p.m., 9 p.m. onwards. But weekends should be around this time, hopefully. So we'll,
yeah,
we'll
sounds
switch
good.
it up. We'll see what we can do.
hmm
I'm excited for this transfer talk. There should be players leaving, which
hmm
we're looking forward to. Look, I'll be real with you, Sindri. I've not been following the social media in recent days. Have you seen any other Chelsea news? We've spoken about Osimhen, spoken about
Yeah,
Tosin.
it's also been rumored that Ipswich have actually trying to muster up a 20 million pound bid for Omari Hutchinson.
Really?
Yeah,
20 million?
yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
That's
That's interesting. I personally I wouldn't sell him.
Yeah, I'm a big
Uh,
fan of him. I'm a big fan
yes,
of him.
same.
Me
Like
too.
the problem right now, in my opinion, is we are getting too many left-footed right wingers. We have Madueke, we
Yep,
have Palmer, we have
yep,
Hutchinson, we have
yep,
Kendry Pius on loan.
yep,
It's rumored to be Esteva Williams as well, or Messinho
yep.
as well from Brazil. That's five.
That's right.
So yeah, we have in that case, of course, Palmer, and I think Kendry Pius can play more in the middle. Maybe Esteban Williams can that as well. But then we have five, of course, very talented right wingers, and somehow I would love to see all of them in in at least some of them in the attack at once. Maybe try to convince one of them to play on the left hand side, if that's possible. I also saw this is a rumor, but Emmanuel Petit thought Chelsea should go out and sign Rodrigo from Real Madrid.
What, really?
Yeah, because he thought he could really work well with Nicholas Jackson and he could help him. Because, of course, there might be one attacking player leaving from Real Madrid because of they will sign, arguably will sign Mbappe this summer. So they're like in that case it will be if the Ancelotti will have to maybe change up the system again, go away from the diamond which are playing now in midfield to back to a 4-3-3, and then have Mbappe up top with Vinicius and Rodrigo. Of course, all of them are more left-sided players. Rodrigo is primarily a left winger forced to play on the right because of Vinicius. Mbappe likes to play on the left as well, and the same does Vinicius. So one of them might be leaving.
It's going to be very interesting for sure to see what happens. I want to apologize as well. My connection's been bugging out for the last 1 or 2 minutes. I don't know if anyone noticed. Everyone tuning in, man, keep liking the video. We appreciate your support. Good talk on that, Syndra, of course. It's, I don't know, this season that's coming up, it feels like it's going to be a weird one. Like City, I don't know if we will find out anything legal about them, whether they'll get any charges or whatever.
Yeah.
Arsenal are more, settled and now can push towards that title, of course. Liverpool are changing managers. Tottenham are just Tottenham. United are, not looking as good. Chelsea going again with a new project. It's like this season could be anyone's season in a way. I'm not saying Chelsea will compete for sure, or Chelsea will be there, but I'm just saying if City get hit with charges or City get hit with something, or players leave or Pep or whatever, this could be a very, very weird season coming up, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. And I think as well, Pep said if something like that would happen, he would leave him immediately. Yeah. I swear he said that earlier in his Man City career, or when they were like rumored that the 150 charges were investigated, or that when the rumors began to circle when they were investigating Man City, that he said if we are if we are guilty in a way, I will leave. I will walk out the door immediately.
Well, that's where we are, people. With,
yeah, and that's why I also think, in my opinion, sacking Poch was a little bit of a mistake, because United might sack their manager in Ten Hag. Liverpool, of course, Klopp left, so they will have to start a little bit new, maybe a little bit of a rebuild, figure out play style and stuff like that. Tottenham during
they just signed Werner on loan again. Did you not see it?
For another year with Ange. Like they don't really have an out-and-out striker like us. They struggle scoring like us. Poch found it out a little bit how we could score goals in the latter half of the season. Of course, scoring over 70 goals in a year is, I think it was 76 goals or something, which is double. It's double our goals from last season.
Yeah.
That's mental. Of course, we were much more worse defensively, but sometimes you have to sacrifice. And what Poch did, what he gave the attack freedom, and they did pretty well. Scored a lot of goals. Of course, a lot of them are thanks to Cole Palmer. So yeah, it will be interesting to see how preseason goes with Maresca. Hopefully, the pitches or the fields we're playing on is good, so we don't get any injuries.
I really hope we don't get injuries, bro.
Yeah,
That's the one thing I'm dying for this season. No injuries or less injuries for sure.
yeah, especially less long-term injuries.
Long
Like
term.
I'm okay with maybe a little 2-week injury that they can recover from, or maybe maybe a dislocated finger, or fractured finger, because then they can just like put tape around it so they can still play. But if it's like an ACL or something like that
Oh, why
again,
not? Yeah.
yeah, or Chilwell or Reece James or something like that, that's gonna be horrible.
Yeah, no,
So
for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I like you. Like I'm also like praying that we don't get any long term injuries during preseason, and especially to players like a Fofana, a Reece James, a Chilwell, someone that's an Nkunku again, someone that is known to have recurring injuries or have problem with injuries. So that would suck
Yeah, no, for sure.
really badly. And hopefully, the one thing I'm also interested in seeing is it the intensity Poch had the training session that caused the some of the
Injuries.
recurring injuries again. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
something I also want to see if it's now with like
The
less
new manager.
less like recurring injuries. Like we don't get that many players back on the injury list, which they are sending out on the fifth stand app and on the website to Chelsea. Like,
Yeah.
this is the injury list, just ongoing rehabilitation and stuff like that. Is like I'm just that's the one thing I'm really curious about. Is it less injuries now that we have a new manager, and
Yeah.
will that also help our season in the long term? And also, one thing I'm also interested in the season is the new the new system they are having in the all the European competitions, with the league format in the beginning and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting one for sure. I mean, it's a
Yeah,
new system. Final today at Wembley as well. Dortmund and Madrid. I'm sure everyone will be watching. Before we wrap up,
I'm rooting for Dortmund,
yeah,
the underdogs.
footballing wise,
Yeah,
yes, I am as well.
I
Obviously,
just like Dortmund a lot. Like it's my favorite German team. So
yeah, yeah. Guys, before we wrap up, man, everyone that's tuning in, man, like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification. As we said, 1st of June onwards, we've been saying it for weeks, months. From
mhm,
this day onwards, we are back with content when possible, as much
mm,
as we can. On the weekends, we'll be, around this time, hopefully, and on the weekdays, we'll be around late evening after maybe 7 p.m. onwards. So we'll try to keep you guys up to date. I mean, look, we're going to be coming back slowly, of course, into all of this. I want to big up Sindre for making time. Alfred, as always, making time. Alfred, do you want to add anything before we wrap up?
uh, no, that's fine, man. I'm just really looking forward to doing more content and seeing the crazy links with Chelsea again. I don't know, if I want to see some of these crazy links and get my hope up with some very good players, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. We've got Ryan saying news on Cesc. I don't know if anything's come out. Do you not see anything? Sindre, do you see anything?
mm, I can check. I've seen Ben Jacobs now. Situation with Benjamin Sesko remains open. Variable release clause has now risen to 55 million pounds. Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, and PSG are also interested. Um Arsenal and Chelsea with the most concrete approaches to date. Cisco hasn't agreed to any club yet. Leipzig also put a lucrative renewal on the table. So yeah, so you can see it there, and also
Yeah, Saudi
interest
stuff.
from Saudi Arabia as well. Which I personally don't think it will go to Saudi Arabia, just because he's so young and talented. It will, of course, give him a lot of money for the future,
Money
but
talks, bro. Money talks. Football ain't
yeah,
the same.
yeah, money talks. But I would rather stay in Europe and maybe leave when I'm older, when it's more important. My body is
So let me
deteriorating.
ask you right now. Let me ask you right now, Sindri. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's pretend Norway is the English league right now. Actually,
yeah,
no. Let's not do that. Actually, let's say Premier League coming after you. They offer you 80,000 a week.
yeah.
Okay, they offer you
Mhm.
80,000. How old is he? 20,
I think
23 or
I
something.
think Cesc is 21.
21. Sorry, yeah. They offer you 80,000 a week. Yeah, for a 5-6 year contract, whatever it is. Saudi come in. Hello, mate. 400k to you right now a week. You're not gonna say, "Oh, let me think about that." Actually, 400k a week. My family can be sorted for life.
I honestly would. I would take the 80K a week.
I wish you get an opportunity like that in business or on a job where you
Yeah,
get offered a job of around that amount, and you're like, you know what? I'd rather stay there than go towards another
like
big.
the only reason, like, I of course I'm 21. Say like Cesc turned 21 yesterday. Of course, big happy birthday to him if he watches. But but um of course it's lucrative to get 400,000 pounds a week, or 400,000 a week at the age of 21. But you can still have a bright young future. Of course, if I would have thought about it, if I was riddled with injuries and thought, okay, if I get one more injury, my career would be over. It's like Kingsley Coleman had, like, if he got one more injury, I would he would debate retiring from football in general if he had one last long term injury, and then all of a sudden he just didn't. He hasn't been injured in a long time, so I think. But yeah, it's of course an interesting debate. But I personally would have taken the eighty
Let
thousand
me tell you something,
and
Sindri. Let me tell you something, Sindri.
go to the Premier League.
Footballing wise, I totally agree with you. Yeah, footballing wise, I totally agree with you. But when you're offered that situation, life, your mindset changes. That's why people
Yeah,
say
yeah,
money makes people change.
that's
That's
why.
why it's a test. It's a
Yeah,
test.
yeah, a good example is Oscar. He was also like 24, 25 when he when we sold him to China.
But
And
he was honest. He was honest. He said, "I've looked up. I'm looking after my family, and that's
yeah,
all."
yeah, of course, of course. I think I would have taken 80K, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm just at the moment I'm saying I would have taken the 80K, but
Yeah,
it's like,
that's all I wanted to hear. That's all I wanted. You would have left
yeah,
the option open. That's
yeah, yeah.
I,
I'm
it,
leaving it
yeah.
open. It's like it's a good example is also Gabriel Vega from Celta Vigo. He was up and he's like, I think he's the same age as me, same with Cesc. He was linked with a lot of big clubs after the season at the last summer, and he decided to go to, of course, Saudi League, and he's now set for life.
That's it, man. That's it.
Yeah,
Alfred, what would you do before we wrap up, man?
well, bro, I'm playing football not only for money. Yeah, I wanna get recognised as one of the top footballers. I want to play at a respected club. That's why I get into football. If I wanted just money, there's a lot of other things that I could do in the world. Right? All right.
Woo!
They don't all. A lot of them don't pay anywhere near as much as being a top football player. That's true, but still, it's. I would hope that you're not getting into football only for the money, right? You're getting into football because to you appreciate football, and you want to respect the sport and be good, and recognize, like, if it was Chelsea, for example, especially, they can keep their 400k, bro. Like, I would happily stay if I was a very talented young footballer, and I knew that I could play, and Chelsea had faith in me, and they wanted to sign me. I'm taking that 80k and going to Chelsea all day, every day. Uh,
Woo!
big big club, the club that I love, and let's be honest, 80k a week is still good money. Yeah,
Yeah.
what? I don't need 400k uh,
yeah,
a week if I'm still living very comfortably, playing, challenging myself as a footballer in the best league in the world, and playing for the club that I love. You know, So
There we have it, folks. I mean, look, we've heard different various opinions. Very, very well said. Big up to Sindri and Alfred. I'll read this last comment before we end it as well. ZMHH says, but I think any club would sign Cesc after the season in Saudi. It wouldn't be that much of a problem. I agree with that as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I would probably do that as well if someone offered me.
Like actually Salsi is on, like, he is on 80 grand a week. That's and he earns 4.16 million a year.
Yeah.
But maybe 400,000 would change your mind. Yes.
Yes, Sindri.
I think about it now. Yes, you might change your mind.
You're a businessman. I get the footballing love, and if it's your your boyhood club Chelsea, it's always gonna stay there. Obviously, I would probably say obviously if it's Chelsea, you'd have a second think about it and stay for sure. Not an issue with that. I don't disagree with Alfred whatsoever. It's a very, very interesting scenario that could take place.
A fun debate.
And a fun, exactly. So guys, everyone tuning in, man, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Every click on the like helps, man. The more you guys like the video, the more the videos get recommended to other people. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit the notification. Daily content when possible, or at least every 1 or 2 days. Myself, Sindri, Alfred, I've asked Saranath, I've asked KJ to come back as well. So hopefully we are going to be seeing some of the gang back together. So until then, you guys stay safe. Big up Sindri, big up Alfred for making time as always in different time zones. Much appreciated last minute. I apologize for dropping it last minute, but I'll try and give you guys as possible. Thank you everyone for tuning in.
And also, put in the comments if you're watching after the live stream, what would you have done? Would you have taken the £400,000 a week, or would you have taken the 80,000 and stayed in Europe for a bigger club? I'm just curious. Put it down in the comments what you would have wanted.
Put in the comments. I know some of you guys actually watch the streams after. I've been seeing the comments after the stream, so you guys ain't getting notified. And I know how it is because we haven't been uploading regularly, but hopefully that can change. So if you are watching it after, like Sindra has asked, answer the question. Let us know what would you take and why in the comments, and drop in some questions for our next stream as well. We'll try and get as many questions as possible answered on the streams as well as the news that we cover. So big up everyone that's tuning in. Like the video once again. Subscribe. Big up Alpha. Big up Sindra, the family. And we'll see you guys soon, man. Peace.
Take care, guys.
Big up, lads. Take care, everyone.